العوافي يا جماعة، وأهلا وسهلا بكم بأول حلقة من تعال أتمشى مع براين. هلا العنوان is still a work in progress, so we'll see how it goes. وهذا الأساس بنشتغل نحن. المبدأ هو تمشية، رايحين نتمشى وبيسكلي نحكي عن or أنا حأحكي be a certain topic regardless of anything. And I hope at one point I would get requests from you guys on what topics you would like me to talk about, and we'll discuss those as well. So the concept of this podcast is pretty simple. It's from the title "Ta'at Masha Ma Brian," which is still a work in progress, I reiterate. But basically, it's me going on a walk, 15 to 20 minutes, and like I said, discussing a certain topic or talking about something, whether it's the weather, the current state, I don't know, pop culture, music, history, books, whatever it is. And as a starter, today's topic is going to be none other than the great Ziad Al Rahbani, who recently passed away, and with that, Lebanon, I would think, lost its crowning jewel. Also, a point يلي حاحكي عنها هلا هي إنه this podcast is mainly targeting اللبنانية، يعني مثل الكل اللي حيكون عم بيسمع هذا الشيء، لأنه حتكون I'm going to be using both English and Arabic. So in this situation, you would need both of these languages to be able to understand and fully comprehend the podcast. هلا if you can get by بس انه عم نسمع شوي وانه بنلقط كلمات, then that's a different topic. هلا of course هلا انا عم بشرح زيادة, we're gonna fine tune this even more, but this is more or less the initial run or initial test run of this podcast. So حتى اليوم اشترينا المايك لحتى نجرب مع المايك اذا بيطلع الساوند كواليتي تبعنا احسن, والبودكاست بيطلع صوته احسن in general. اوكي, so نرجع على موضوع زياد الرحباني. عملاق من عمالقة لبنان, وانا بالنسبة لإلي هلا ما no one can dethrone the queen يلي هي فيروز, واصلا I would never do that because فيروز للبنانية هي شيء ما بيتفسر. شو هي فيروز؟ مش بس كمان للبنانية, هي لكل الدول العربية, إن كانت سوريا, ولا إن كانت لبنان, ولا إن كانت الأردن, ولا إن كانت فلسطين, ولا إن كانت العراق, ولا إن كانت دبي, ولا دبي, الإمارات, ولا إن كانت السعودية. كل هالدول كلها, كل الشعب يلي فيها بيعرف مين هي فيروز, ولا بد ما بس بيعرف مين هي فيروز, بيعشقها لفيروز. وأنا بتذكر أول مرات تعرفت فيها على فيروز هي كانت الباص يلي كان ياخدنا على المدرسة. كان كل يوم صاحب الباص ما يقبل no other music غير فيروز عم بيلعب على الراديو الصبح, وهذا الشيء اللي كان حلو. يعني شوفوا تأثير فيروز بقى. مشان هيك أنا ما فيني حط زياد فوقه, بس أنا بحط زياد دغري بعدها. يعني the margin is so small between the difference between Ziad and Fayrouz, for me at least, because of Ziad's impact. So Ziad was not only a musical genius, he was also someone that understood how to best relay the message that he's trying to relay in his music. So his music wasn't also just for the sake of being music. So beyond the fact that it also sounds so good, it always has a deeper message that he's trying to relay to all the people that are listening to it. And As evidence, الأغاني اللي كان يغنيها زياد هي بتطبق على الوضع اللبناني اليوم. This kind of shows قد ايه هذا الزلمة visionary. يعني مش انه he's not someone that's living the normal Lebanese life. He's someone that he's seen the chessboard. شايف اللعبة كيف عم تلعب كلها، شايف كل شيء كيف عم بيصير، وقدر يحلل الوضع اللبناني 40 سنة لقدام، 50 سنة لقدام حتى كمان. That's what Ziad is. A visionary. And beyond the fact that he's just extremely intelligent and being able to weave all of his storytelling into his music, he is also a musical genius. Like, for example, Isma Ya Rida. I'm hoping that whoever hasn't listened to this, please pause the podcast now, go listen to Ziad Al Rahbani's song called Isma Ya Rida, and then come back. Because at one point in the song, you're gonna go, what the fuck? Because in that song, there's a section where after the main refrain, of the song, out of nowhere, a trumpet, out of nowhere, it goes like this, and then the tune goes back in. It makes no sense whatsoever. It's not supposed to be there. There's no way that instrument fits with that song, and yet it works. And it works so well that you'd wish that trumpet solo was in every instance of that verse and not just in one of them. Yani, I think we're starting to see maybe the drawback of بتاعت مشي مع براين، لأنه لازم نعمل التمشية تبعنا تكون مش على الطريق العام، لأنه بعتقد هيدي السيارة اللي قطعت محيت لي صوتي. بس هلا بنشوف. Again, trial run. So يعني تخيلوا لأي حدود الزلمة فهمان الموسيقى that he was able to bring an outside instrument, irrelevant, unused in the entire song, and play some random notes and still make it work. That's what Ziad is. He's a genius in terms of music. But also, one of the things that I think I love the most about Ziad Al Rahbani is, bar his musical genius and bar his ability to transcend messages through his songs, there is one more thing that I think Ziad is kind of amazing at as well, which is the fact that he can send the message that he wants to send to everyone. Ziad never used complicated lyrics in his songs, but he leaned more towards the everyday wording of people in Lebanon. For example, لبسوكي تاج ملوكي ونسيتي أهل الطرابيش. Okay, so the intent behind this is to kind of say that the lady has gotten to a point where she's expecting so much. She's used to the life of luxury, and she's forgotten the life of the humble people. And he used the tarbouche as a symbol of humbleness, because it is. Because everyone knows what a tarbouche is, and everyone probably has seen or has a relative that wore a tarbouche at some point. And it's a sign of Lebanese humbleness. The people that are humble, they're عقد حالهم عم بيجمعوا مصاري مدري كيف لحتى يقدروا يعيشوا وعندهم هالطربوش لابسينه. بقى هيدي كمان شغلة كتير حلوة باللي بيعمله زياد، انه the wording of his music is colloquial terms. They're terms that everyone uses. They're terms that everyone has kind of understood and knows them, even the basic of people. So it doesn't require you to have a refined understanding. It doesn't require you to have a complex understanding of Arabic literature in order to understand the message that he's trying to send. It's as bright as day, just there in the middle of the song, for you to be able to comprehend what he's trying to tell you. With exceptional music. Like for example, when I was fucking still in uni, again, Zammur Hek, out of nowhere. But anyway, so when I was still in uni, I used to me and my cousins. There was a bar called Happy Hour Bar, which we kind of took over, and we kind of had it running for a bit of a period, maybe 5 years, and it was an amazing experience. It was owned by one of my second cousins and his friend, and me and two other guys were kind of like the ensemble. We'd help them, we'd set up, we'd work in the bar, and we just spent basically all of our free times in that bar. But not talking about the bar. The intent that I want to say behind this is that I still remember till this day, and even though I didn't appreciate Ziad as much as I do now, I still remember to this day that every night الحالة تعبانة يا ليلى كانت لازم تجي، كان لازم نحطها. And when we did, no matter who the crowd was, no matter who the people that were there were, they would all sing along, and it would flip the night. Like everyone would just be happy, smiles. And it's such a profound experience to see. لحتى انت تكون واقف هاللحظه تشوف قد ايه تاثيره لهذا الزلمه. وهديك المره بعد ما توفى في حدا كان على التي في عم بيقول انه زياد قد منه قبضاي زياد فيك تختلف على كل شيء مع انسان تاني, but you'd definitely still agree that زياد ما في مثله. واحد اخو شرموطه اللي عندي مش بيعرف يغني ويلحن. sorry. So the impact of this man on our culture is insane, because he had the foresight to see what was going on, and the ability and the genius to not only make it as simple as a message as possible so that everyone can understand this, but also to be able to like basically just design the music in a way, or produce the music in a way to make it also catchy, to make it also a song you want to listen to. So it's not just a political rant, it's not just a whatever you call. هلا guys, اللي عم ببعت لهم هيدا هيدي الريكوردينج, you're gonna be the test group. So بعرف انه في كتير اشياء عم بعيدها وكتير اشياء بس انه عم نجرب. So what I'm doing right now is I'm trying, and I want feedback so we can understand how we move forward. So please, any remarks, write them down, let me know, and we'll definitely adjust them. So yes, وكمان يعني a point that stands for itself about Ziad is the fact that he produced a song for his sister, and he was 14. He was just singing with his sister, and his dad comes along and he goes like, you know what, I like that tune, I'm gonna buy that song off you. And he did. 14 years. Sold the song to his father, Asi, who is a renowned musician, and he used to direct plays as well. So again, هلا مع السيارة هيدي اللي قاطعة, ما بعرف شو عم بيصير مع العالم اليوم. So anyway, وباعوا الغنية زياد, يعني هالقد قوي الزلمة. هلا again, أنا the reason why kind of I chose this topic is because recently, so I'm part of a choir called the Arabic Andalus Choir. It's located here in Sydney. It's I honestly, I would encourage everyone here in Sydney to join it. Not because of the performance, forget the performance. The satisfaction I get from the choir is the fact that it's made or built up of people from all kinds of Arab nationalities. You've got Syrians, you've got Lebanese, you've got Palestinians, you've got Iraqis, you've got Sudanese, you've got Algerians. عالم من كل نواحي الدول العربية كلهم مجتمعين تحت راية الغنى. يعني هذا الشيء الحلو بالكواير انه كلهم مجموعين وكلهم هيك قاعدين مع بعضهم وكلنا قاعدين مع بعضنا وعم نغني مثلا اغاني فيروز او اغاني زياد او اغاني شو عارف anyone ام كلثوم for example او وديع الصافي. So it's nice. And in this choir we have a concert every year. And today, this year's concert was themed after Ziad Al Rahbani. And I'd listened to Ziad for a long period, but I've never analyzed the music that I listen to. It's a catchy tune, it's a nice message, you can sing along to it. But once you have to study the music in order to reproduce it, because that's what we were doing. We were basically taking his songs, finding a way where we can get it to work with a choir, which again, now that I'm talking about the choir, a shout out to our conductor and captain. Her name is غادة ظاهر الموي. لبنانية وهي صار لها مبلشة هيدي الكواير بعتقد تقريبا almost going on 15 years or something like that. And she puts in so much effort to make it work for us as a choir. So once you sit down and listen to that music on and on and on and on, every word, every sentence, every note, بس تقعد تسمع للموسيقى كل الوقت بتصير تنتبه على الاشياء اللي ما كنت تنتبه لها. وبتلاحظ مرة تانية قديش هذا الزلمة قوي، قديه هذا الزلمة مخيف، لأنه أجان برجع بقول رسالة بتوصل بأبسط تعابير، بأبسط كلمات، لحتى مين ما كان بلبنان يقدر يفهم شو عم بيقول زياد. He's not catering to a certain people in Lebanon. He's not catering to a certain class of people. He's catering to everyone. الكبير والصغير والمعلم والمش معلم. الرسالة بسيطة وحاططها بلحن حلو وروحوا يا عالم. So honestly, I think with the passing of Ziad, I reiterate my point of saying that Lebanon خسر one of its biggest giants من عمالقة لبنان. ولكن الحلو بزياد انه مثل ما قلت لكم موسيقته الساعة بتطبق لليوم، اغاني كاتبها من 40 50 سنة بتطبق اليوم بعدها و it works so well. الحالة تعبانة يا ليلى بعدها بتطبق، اسمع يا رضا بعدها بتطبق. كله most of his music is still relevant today, and that kind of also compounds as one of the points to show how great this guy is and how much of a phenomenon he was in Lebanon. A simple man كان يروح يتروق كل يوم منقوشي وبونجيسي برو. ما كان يحب الحياة الرفاهية لأنه ما كانت حياته، هو إنسان شعبي. هو كان ينزل يقعد بالقهاوي، ينزل يقعد بالبارات ويتعرف على العالم ويحكي مع العالم. وعن جد أنا بالنسبة لإلي هو حينفقد كتير. ومع هيك أنا بكون هلأ قربت خلص the first session or the first trial session of تعا اتمشى مع براين. But we're trialing it out. Like I said, we got the mic, we tried the topic, we tried the discussion as well. So I'll send this out to a couple of you guys so you can listen to it. Like I said, it's a trial run, so give me comments, give me pointers, and we'll start going from there. And if you have any suggestions for a name, I'm more than welcome to hear them. لهلا السنة ماشيين بتاع اتمشى مع براين. هلا هي انه it's colloquial ولذيذة, بس I think, as one of my friends mentioned, it is a bit long. It's not as catchy as it should be. So we might revert to something different. But for now, this is what we're running with. So please, I hope you enjoyed the podcast, أول شيء, or the first trial episode of it. And I'd love to hear your comments. وهيك وشكرا.